Alright, good morning, 6th graders. Today we're in lesson 13 and we're not learning anything new today. We're just practicing again on how to identify our parts of speech in a sentence. And today we're focusing on our nouns and our verbs. There are many words that do not change their pronunciation, whether they are used as nouns or verbs. Look at the way the word is used in the sentence to determine its part of speech. So notice the two sentences they have in our book. It says a swallow is trying to build a nest by the front door. So have you guys ever seen a bird called a swallow? All right, there's a bird called a swallow. And then also, the next sentence is chew your food well before you swallow it. So today we're learning how to identify, or not learning, but we're going over, again, how to identify between our nouns and our verbs in our sentences. So what would swallow be functioning as in that top sentence? It would be a noun, right? Because it's a thing, right? A swallow would be a bird, so it would be a thing in that sentence, so it would be functioning as a noun. What about this one? Chew your food well before you swallow it. So what are you doing? You're swallowing it, so this tells what our noun is doing, so it's functioning as a verb in our sentence. So that's what you're doing for your new part today. You have 1 through 8, you're simply writing noun or verb, and then in numbers 9 and 10, you guys are going to write the loaf in number 9 on line A, you have to write it as a noun, and then on line B, you have to write loaf as a verb. And the same thing with 10 for the word notice. All right, you have to use it as a verb and a noun in your sentence. Let's just go ahead and do a couple of the let's do 1 through 2 together as a class. So write noun or verb. It's number 1 says, a sign in the park said, do not litter. So what would litter be functioning as in that sentence? It's supposed to telling us what we're not supposed to do, so it would be functioning as a verb, right? You do not litter. That's what we're supposed to do, so it'd be a verb, right? Number 2, our cat just had another litter of kittens. What would that be functioning as? Our cat, so cat would be our subject, right? And they had would be our verb, another what? Litter. So litter would be a noun in our sentence. Okay? All right, so you guys can finish doing 3 through 8. Today is our last language arts lesson in 6th grade. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel emotional, or are you guys sad? I can just see the tears streaming down your guys' face right now as you're watching this, just becoming emotional and sad that 6th grade language arts is coming to an end. But today is our last actual lesson. I wish we could have it here at school, because we would have done something special. I don't know what we would have done. But enjoy your last language arts lesson, and I will see you guys later, all right? Have a good day, guys.